The Truman brothers are both true men. They are your brothers. And the others, the good ones who have been with you, now the circle is almost complete. Watch and listen to the dream of time and space. It all comes out now, flowing like a river. That which is and is not. Hawk. Laura is the one. So I think that was a very important part of the episode. It told us a lot in such a little amount of time. Margaret, the log lady, talking to Hawk over the phone like they've been doing this whole season. A lot to unpack there. It was a very, very sad call. The whole speech it was very sad. The electricity is fading. Things are fading. They're going away. She's telling Hawk, I guess, to keep your friends close. The circle is almost complete. Not sure what the circle actually references. Circle of friends, circle of people that could help reignite this electricity. It seems like a very important thing that we would want to unpack, and I don't have any theories about it yet, but if you guys do, please leave them in the comments. So this episode was really strange. We're getting a lot more background on the guys that own the hotel, the brothers that own the hotel. They seem to have a lot of trouble with one of their associates, employees, Candy, who seems not to really care to listen. And they finally found out that Ike the Spike is incarcerated. So this episode had a lot of things that are starting to sort of tie in to other things we've already seen, like the news report where Dougie, karate chops Ike. So the time is all, inside out. We're not sure when things are taking place. After this is all said and done, we're gonna have to go in and line things up. Somebody's gonna have to go and line things up, but just to get sort of a linear idea, although I don't think that's necessary, but we'll see. So this thing is gonna break my heart. This show is gonna break my heart. I can already feel it, especially with Janey-E, that whole scene with Janey-E and Dougie, which was unexpected. I did not expect to see that. Her like seeing Cooper without his shirt on, Kyle MacLachlan looking fantastic, by the way, and feeling really, attracted to him, probably more than she's ever been attracted to Dougie her whole life. So now there's just like this new layer of attraction and intimacy and love in that relationship, which again is very weird because he seems kind of brain dead, and she's just sort of falling for him without really anything coming from his end, which I feel like is probably the strangest thing with her character. She's a go-getter, she's tough, but she's just sort of lost and doesn't really seem to get what's going on with him. I think they chalk everything up to the car accident they said Dougie had before he started working for the insurance company. Getting back to that, it seems like now the guys that own the casino are gonna get ready to put a hit out on Dougie. They had a hit out on Ike the Spike, apparently. I wonder what that was about. But now they're going to call that off. And also we find out who the rich guy, that was running the experiment in New York is. Of course, it is who a lot of us theorize. It is Evil Cooper, Doppel Cooper, Bob Cooper. So that solves that little mystery. They didn't say it, for real. They didn't say who did it, but it seems like it was absolutely Evil Cooper. Also, it seems like maybe Diane is a little bit of a double agent. There's a little bit of a double agent thing going on. I want to believe Diane is good, but there's just so much coming out now that is saying that she might be sort of a double agent, but who is she actually working for? Because when she saw Cooper in the cell, she had this, crazy reaction. But it could have been for show, for Gordon and Tammy and Albert. So I feel we need to get more out of Diane. There's something there that we're not getting, and it's getting a little hairy. I wonder if she's been conferring with Philip Jeffries. Good on Tammy and those guys for tracking her phone, because now there's gonna be a little bit more tension with that group. Also, just to round this out, this episode I should have been entitled Richard Horne is a piece of shit, because I felt like my veins, my neck just like tensing up anytime he was on screen. He's just so evil, and we got confirmation that he is probably Audrey's son. He called Sylvia grandma when he came in, so he's not Ben Horne's kid. He is most definitely Audrey's. Nothing against Johnny, but he's probably Audrey's. He's most definitely Audrey's. Now, who's the dad? We don't know yet, but I'm starting to think maybe it is Evil Cooper, unfortunately. I don't want to think about that, but I think that's what's happening here. And if you guys were wondering why that song at the end went on so very long, it was written by David Lynch. It was a very beautiful song, but I was looking at the clock and it said 9:45, and it was going. That song went on for almost 7 minutes, 8 minutes, probably almost 10 actually. So I was kind of disappointed that lasted so long. I felt like they could have put more in there, but I guess they wanted to cut it off there, which makes me think the next episode 11 is going to be really intense if they wanted to cut it off so early, or they just wanted to get that song in there, which was written by David Lynch, so he might have just wanted his song played on his show. And I also think it's sort of relevant to the speech Margaret gave about the stars going out and, you know, electricity dying, everything kind of dying, going to black, which is, you know, just depressing thought. We'll see. Maybe once the circle gets together, that'll reignite the flame and get the electricity going throughout the universe. Maybe this whole thing is like sort of a comment on how like powerful that kind of thing, that love dynamic, that friendship, that camaraderie, human beings like being good to each other is. That's just my opinion, sort of philosophy kind of thing. But I feel like maybe he is going down that little sappy route with this group when they're together. It's just very powerful, and they can solve like this, you know, celestial crisis through Laura, with Laura. She is the one, and I think she's the one, you know, to bring back, to reignite the fire, because it seems like maybe what happened with the atom bomb and all this stuff, you know, started sucking the light out. And I think what the giant did, or question mark, or the fireman, whatever you want to call him, was put the pieces in place, Laura, to, you know, keep that fire alive. So thank you guys for watching. I know there's not much theorizing in this video this week. There's more just sort of plot driving things that happen. Thank you guys for watching all these videos. I really appreciate it. Let me know your theories, your feelings about this episode. What did you think of the Janey-E Dougie Cooper scene? I know it was a little out of place, but I think it was there for a good reason. Alright guys, so if you like this video, please subscribe and like. I shall see you guys next week, most likely. Maybe before, I might do another live stream where I sort of deep dive into some of the stuff we know now, combined with everything else. So stay tuned for that, and I shall see you guys later.